What's good? What's good? What's good? Just want to pop in and holler at you real fast. What's good? What's good? What's good? What is crack-a-lating? Let me see something. What is crack-a-lating? Kentrell LeGrew in the building. What's going on, man? Mr. Mileage and Kentrell LeGrew in the building. I'll wait for somebody else to show up. Sorry I started so late, man. Prayers up for all involved in the deadly crash that killed 2 people, but he's okay. Yeah, man. God, I'm glad he's safe. Glad he was safe. He looked like he got hurt, though, Control. I can't lie. He looked like he was in pain. They may call it a minor injury. He looked like he was in some pain, man. He did. On the video that I saw, man, that was tough, man. What's going on, man? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I did see that. What's going on the money line? Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Gabe Toss in the building. What's going on, sir? How you feeling? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Antonio Benz said, what's up, my brother? Long time. Hey, man, good to see you, Antonio Benz. What's going on with you, sir? It's been a minute. I don't think I'm muted, bro. I think that's you. Should be you. I'm not muted. Can y'all hear me? Johnny Showbiz, what's up, man? He said, my guy for 9, you know you're my man. What's up, Showbiz? Okay, I'm not muted. Yeah, that's you, Contrell. What's going on, Showbiz? John Showbiz, what's going on with your brother? Much love to you, Antonio Benz. Yes, sir. John Porter, what's going on, man? Portoro, Proto, 6980. We should have a good cut. What's going on, Keith Pierre? Good morning, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, man, if you are over 50, if you are over 45 years old, make sure you go to the doctor and get your panels and all your stuff done for your health if you're 45 years old. Hey, man, what up, Giovanni Walker? He said, I'm trying to told ya. I am trying to tell you. What's up, LV2PGTV? What up, man? How you feeling, sir? How you feeling? Sabu Fishing Michigan said, what up, Fanon? I'm good, brother. I can't complain, man. He said, peace. I hear you 5x5. What's up? What's up, Coach Chris? Absolutely, man. Prayers to all involved in the horrible accident with Anthony Joshua. Yeah, man. God dog, man. 2 people died in the crash. I don't know if the 2 people died in the car or if 2 people died in the same car as him or the other car. But whatever that situation is, man, that's really, really terrible, man. That's a terrible. So prayers to Anthony Joshua, man. Prayers and condolences to the people that were in the car that lost their lives, whose names at this point in time we don't know. Them roads out there are horrible. Hey, man, it was a crash, a car crash. So that's tough stuff, man. That's tough stuff. Prayers go up to him, man. What's up, 2 Cent? How are you? What's up with my boxing wife, 2 Cent Boxing? Always good to see you. I took some days off, 2 Cent, because I wanted to come out here and be positive about what's going on in the sport of boxing in the year 2025 and 2026. And I want to talk a little bit about what was going on in 2025. Year in review a little bit. Seeing the ingredients for that. I hope your family is well. As well. Hate you. What is that? Robert Guest, I don't understand that. Hope your family is well. I don't think you mean that you hate me. Sing the ingredients for that. I don't know what you mean, Robert Guest, but I appreciate you. I'm sure you mean something positive. Shakur Stevenson helped set up the narrative, the unalive of, hold on. Shakur Stevenson helped set up the unaliving of Migos' takeoff. Well, that'd be a very unfortunate. I know that he was there. I think he was there during the time where that young man was, when the young man was executed. It's tough stuff out on these streets, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if people unwittingly play a role in things. You know what I mean? I heard Tank going to 140 to fight either Roach, Pitbull, or Gary Antoine Russell. Hey, man, I would love it if he feels like going up to 140 pounds. Dope, because there's not a lot left really at 135 pounds. So if he wants to do that, that's cool. Roach and Pitbull are rematches. Gary Antoine Russell's a big fight. That's a dangerous fight, bro. Gary Antoine Russell. On the money line said Shakur drove the killer away from the scene. Well, that's not very smart. If that's the case, that's not very smart. I wouldn't be playing those type of games if I was Shakur. If that's the case, I don't know if it's the case or not. It's what you're telling me. If I accept what you tell me is true, I would tell Shakur, bro, you're not built like that. I wouldn't play them games, dog. You playing very serious games with very serious people, man. You know what I mean? Don't play serious games with serious people, bro. You know? I wouldn't do that, man, because that shit come back to get you. You know what I mean? Outcast, what's his name? Takeoff. Well, it's well, I'm sorry, man. It's the Migos guy, man. What's his name again? Not Offset, but Takeoff. Yeah. Congratulations on your 87,000 subscribers, Mr. Stepper. Yeah, Takeoff. Yeah. Yeah, you know, people pay attention to that, man. I had some people that passed away, man. We trust me, bro. We don't forget. You don't forget when people get done. You don't. There's a guy that got murdered way back in like 1986. Joe Baines, I think his name was Joe Baines. His name, matter of fact, rest in peace, Joe Baines. Joe Baines got killed way back in 86, bro. Trust me, there was a lot of stuff came up off of Joe Baines getting killed, bro. I realized when I watched the Art of Dialogue interview that someone is feeding Shakur lines during his interview. Nothing genuine about that dude. Well, they're going to try to make an attempt to sell him. That's why he got his teeth fixed. New Jersey, that whole area in New Jersey for me in boxing, you guys are a little bit funny acting out there in New Jersey. Yeah, you are. Dice games can be drastic. Yeah, they can. Hey, what's up, Rick Sims? How you feeling, man? Yeah, I did, man. I did. What's up? Look, when we get to 200 people in the building, then we're gonna do a 10 count for the people that died in that car crash in Nigeria. You know, want to definitely be so thankful that nothing happened to Anthony Joshua, right? I'm so happy nothing happened to Anthony Joshua. No, nothing major happened to him, but it's very sad to see that 2 other people have passed away. Yeah, Shakur is very orchestrated. There basically is still this, it's the Terrence Crawford, not Andre Ward. I don't think Andre Ward was ever orchestrated like that. Andre Ward, I really feel is like a straight shooter, and he never really played any of those type of games. But Terrence, he's basically trying to go the track of Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford is retired, and they think that Shakur Stevenson is the type of fighter that can continue to win over a long period of time. So they are going to start promoting Shakur Stevenson over Gervonta Davis and over Devin Haney. Because I don't think Devin Haney really panned out. Not the way that they anticipated that he would. Straight Lace ENT said, thank you for seeing my comment. I really appreciate that. Keep up the good work. Yes, sir, man. I love reading comments from people, man. You know, I really do. I want to, in 2025, I'm going to absolutely do my best to make the entire live stream a pleasant, experience for people as we speak, man. Shout out to all the truck drivers out there, dog, including the fake truck drivers that ain't nothing but Terrence Crawford bots. Nigeria has been going through a lot. Trump bombed them on Christmas night. Yeah, Nigeria. Hey, man, Nigerians dog, gotta be careful out there in the street, man. 2 Cent said, Bill ruined it for Devin for real. I mean, he ruined Devin for me. I can say that much. Devin, I mean, you know what I mean? Bill Haney ruined Devin Haney for me. It's very hard for me to support Devin Haney in any way. I'm not giving Devin any of my money. Fanon, we here because you be getting on their ass. Ha! Thank you. Hey, 2 Cent said, Fanon, we here because you be getting on their ass. Yeah, I do. I'm trying to do it. 2 Cent, I just want to be a better. Yeah, nah, hey, dog, you know what we mean by getting on their ass, man. We ain't in Atlanta. You know what I mean? We ain't in Atlanta. I ain't got to say Atlanta. Hey, how do Atlanta? How do people in Atlanta say Atlanta? Don't y'all say Atlanta? Like say Atlanta. Man, I'm from Atlanta. B2A, belt to ass. Hey, Crawford is a good fighter, probably could compete in any air for sure, but he hasn't gotten good enough wins on his CV to be on Mount Rushmore. Well, I mean, look, he's in the Mount Rushmore of the 2000s. I'll play a little bit contrarian on Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is, I mean, dog, the dude can fight his ass off, bro. He's a brilliant fighter. He really is. He's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant fighter. He really is. He's in the Hall of Fame of this century. All time, you can't really say that. You can't say that. He doesn't have enough fights. He only got 42 fights. I don't think you can be an all-time great with 42 fights. I don't think it's possible to be an all-time great unless you die like Salvador Sanchez or somebody. You know what I mean? You can say Salvador Sanchez because, hey, man, it's because it's like what could have been. But Terrence Crawford is 40, he's almost 40 years old with 42 fights, bro. That's not enough fights, bro. Ward's got somewhere around there. That's not enough fights either. I'm telling you, 40-something fights is not enough. I mean, dude, Andre Ward too. I never say Andre Ward's an all-time great. He doesn't got enough fights. You can't compare Andre Ward to somebody with 60 fights. You can honestly, bro, I don't think it's fair to compare Floyd to guys that got 50, 60 fights. They got 60, 70 fights. At least Floyd got 50 fights. He made it to 50 fights. But nah, bro, these dudes out here with part-time careers, bro. I'm not giving nobody credit for a part-time career. You know what I mean? You a part-time fighter, bro. You fight once a year. Train all year. Fight once a year. For a decade, bro? No. Nah. No. You match made for the last decade of your career. So heck no, man. I'm not doing that. Not when you got guys got 200 fights. You know what I mean? You got guys with 100 knockouts. Would you consider Bud a part-time fighter compared to like Archie Moore and them dudes? Yeah, absolutely. Archie Moore got 100 fights. That dude got 42. Exactly. You fight a strategic opponent once a year, bro. No, I'm not putting you up there with a guy with 70 fights. No chance. The guy got 70 fights. You didn't get to 70 fights. Like, that's like Floyd be talking about Ali, saying, whoa, man, I got 50-0. Bro, I'm not trying to hear that shit. That man got 60-plus fights. That man got 60-plus fights. You got 50. Stop. You got into the ring. You got into the ring 14 less times than he did. 14. You took 14 less chances than he did. Get out of here, man. I'm not trying to do that. You know what I mean? This man had an entire career. 65, 66 fights. Come on, man. You guys are retiring with like 28, 32. I'm done at 32. No, man. I don't say Gervonta either. I'm not saying Gervonta. I'm not putting Gervonta up there with Henry Armstrong with 30-something fights. I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Devin is somebody that might get to 50 fights. Boxers today are not like boxers yesterday. No comparison. No, exactly. Like, man, you can't do it. Like, you just have to be fair, bro. No way. Am I giving a dude with 40-something fights the credit that somebody with 100 has? Yeah, so that's why I'm saying you can say that they're Coach Bruce Gas. That's why I'm saying you can say that he's the best of this century. Before that, you can't do that. If you want brain damage, I don't care if you want brain damage, not brain damage. Brain damage, not brain damage has nothing to do with what you did in your career. You can say, well, they didn't want to get brain damage. No, dude, I never got in a boxing match because I didn't want brain damage. Okay? I don't get more credit than the fighters because I said, you know what? I don't want to get hit in the head. I don't want to be a boxer. I don't feel like getting beat in the head. I didn't want to be a boxer because I didn't want to get punched in the head. Hey, man, happy birthday to Bruce Gas. Shout out to your brother. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Florida is, it's different now. Back in the day, all the best wanted to fight. Now everything is money driven. So fighters fight every 18 months due to the money. Everyone is scared nowadays. Well, let me tell you something, man. I would think that would be a great argument if Canelo Alvarez did not have 60-plus fights. Canelo Alvarez has 60 plus fights. Canelo Alvarez is going to lose when you have 60 plus fights. You're going to lose when you get 60 plus fights. This myth of Mayweather perfection, got to protect that O at all costs. I mean, that's what they're trading on now because Floyd is too short to sell on anything else. Floyd talks about his zero because that's all Floyd has, bro. Did you ever see like the disrespect that the British what do you call it, man? And Manny? Yeah, Manny got over 60 plus fights too. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm not trying to hear all this stuff, bro. I'm not trying to hear all this shit. They don't be a fighter if that you're worried. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Literary situation. Then don't be a fighter if that's your worry. Yeah, that's my point. If you're worried about brain damage, first of all, you should be worried about brain damage because it's a very dangerous thing. That's why you should protect your head. You know what I mean? But you can get brain damage very, very fast. It don't take long to get punched upside the head too many times for your shit to be dizzy. You know what I mean? It don't take too many times, bro. But he fought trash for most of them. Look, I'm telling you, I think Bud Crawford is a terrific fighter. I'm just not going to put him up there with a guy that's got 60, 70 fights. I'm not. It's not fair to the guy that got in the ring that many times to say, oh, you're not as good as a guy that didn't even take the chances that you took. That's every time you get in the ring against anybody, there's an opportunity for you to lose. And every time you don't get in the ring with somebody, there's no chance that you'll lose. So they coasted it out for a decade. Oh, with 10 fights. He coasted a decade out with 10 fights, match-made fights, with guaranteed purses, not selling tickets, in-house fights, with the exception of the last 3 fights of his career or last 4 fights of his career. All those fights were in-house fights for Top Rank. So no, man, I just can't do it. It's not fair, bro. You know what I mean? I can't do that. Exactly, with Top Rank at that, yeah. And there's other fighters and plus, let's not ignore the fact that he was with Victor Conte. I'm not making him an all-time great because he's got a because he's got a turtle back. I'm sorry, Bud. I think Bud's a cheater. That's my personal opinion. He never popped dirty. He did get caught cheating with them damn gloves. That's my opinion. It's not even an opinion. It's a fact. Your gloves blew up in a ring, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You got some shady. There's just too much. There's not enough fights. Too much shady shit from Bud. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, bro. You think you slick. You know what I mean? And I don't like niggas that think they slick. So he gets deducted points for being slick and not fighting enough. You know what I mean? It's just like he going to be sitting just like Barry Bonds' ass. It's going to be, he can talk all the baseball Barry Bond want to talk and talk about how he's going to take anybody and everybody in the history of baseball yard. But the fact is, man, Victor Conte snitched on you and told that you was on that juicy juice. So I'm not trying to hear Barry Bonds either. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't forget the Kinahan connection. I mean, look, bro, I'm not trying to hear all that shit. Yeah, he's always trying to get some sugar daddy. Yeah, Bud is the king of the sugar daddies, bro. Frankie the Surgeon Randall Fisher finished with a professional boxing career with a record of 58 wins, 18 losses, and 1 draws with 42 by knockout. Yeah, dog, that's more knockouts than that guy has fights. And I bet you Frankie Randall, most of those losses came at the end of his career. When these guys start fighting and just having a bunch of wins and selling, just fighting and don't care about wins or losses. You know what I mean? So, nah, man, I mean, look, I know the Bud is a terrific fighter. But no, you guys are trying to sell shit. And I know Shakur is a terrific fighter. But you guys are he got his teeth fixed. Soon as you fixed his smile, for no reason, didn't even get his teeth knocked out. Nah, bro, you niggas is trying to start doing that shit, bro. And y'all out there in New Jersey, and I know how you Jersey niggas are. And you can say what you want to say. I know how you Jersey niggas are. All right? You niggas think you slick. That's what you are. I ain't never met a group of niggas think they slicker than New Jersey niggas. New Jersey niggas think nobody can see them. Like they just off on some dumb shit. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Steroids didn't help you hit the ball, though. Yeah, yes, absolutely they do. Steroids do let that ball go further. It also keeps you from getting injured, which allows you to play more games. It allows you to increase your muscle mass. I'm not saying he's not a great baseball player. I'm just saying, no. You know what I mean? No. He should have kept his gap. That was the only original thing he had. I mean, seriously, he should have kept the gap. But you know what it is? Like, as soon as I fix my crooked tooth, like, I got to get this crooked tooth fixed. No, they don't. You're lying. What are you talking about? Dog, if people didn't, Jeremy Hall, bro, and I don't appreciate being called a liar, I'm going to let you slide on calling me a liar. I don't appreciate you calling me a liar. However, I promise you, people use steroids for reasons. Okay? There's a reason that they use them because they help. All right? Let's not use the argument that steroids don't help. All right? Nobody, in order for me to go with your premise that steroids don't help hit the ball, you are basically implying that steroids didn't help him. Steroids, people use steroids for reasons, and steroids are highly effective in your athletic performance, without a doubt. So let's not pretend that that stuff doesn't help you. It helps you immensely. Okay? There's a reason. And there's a reason they use Adderall for your focus. Absolutely. They use amphetamines for their focus. They call them greenies. But those guys get on a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Those guys, it is what it is, though. Of course, I'm your Uncle 80. Hey, dude, you know what I mean saying, bro? Dog, look, bro. I'm trying not to cuss you out. All right? I'm trying not to cuss nobody out. I use TRT. It helps performance for sure. Look, I took some iron supplements. I started taking iron supplements. Iron supplements help a lot. Oh, my God. God, dog, man. I started taking iron supplements. I feel like a completely different person, man. I haven't even had my battery done, like the not battery, what do you call it? I haven't had my panel done for like all my magnesium levels and all of that stuff. But man, I started taking iron pills. Oh, I feel so much better. My energy level, I was like, I always felt tired. I know I'm anemic. They said I was anemic, but I was like, man, just always like low level, like low energy. Man, my mother said, oh, you're anemic. Why don't you take iron pills? Man, I started taking these iron pills. I feel so good. So do not tell me that this medical assistant cannot jump your body up. You know what I mean? He said, oh, Kentrell said, for shit show, I'm younger and take them. Oh, my God. Feel like Iron Man. He said, yeah, I use natural supplements, every single cheat code in this bitch. Bro, I'm taking liver. This is the three. Hey, Rick Timms. I am taking the three things that I'm taking. I am taking iron, I'm taking magnesium, and I'm taking liver enzymes to help for liver support because I'm trying to clean out my liver. Man, oh my God, I feel so much better, bro. Now I'm hopping up like fighting Rooster. Yeah, I'm telling you, hey, bro. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, man, that should be working. Chill, what up, Chillville? Hey, brother, Chillville, always knew. Thank you so much for coming by, bro. Chillville, I'm so sorry that I am like a Bud hater, bro. I am so sorry, bro. Bud is a fucking terrific fighter, dog. And I really wish that I had never had any type of run-in with him and I didn't have anything negative to say about him, bro. Because every time you come by, bro, I really appreciate you coming by, Chill Noop. You know what I mean? It's like the epitome of when cats, he's a fucking terrific fighter, man. An absolutely terrific fighter. But whenever I see you, Chillville, just understand, bro, when you don't come around, Noop, you're on my mind, bro. Marijuana and a one-a-day's vitamin. I take mayonnaise, I take butter, I take bacon fat. Hey, man, look, that shit works too. Solar, what up, man? He says, salute to you, brother. Can run a 12-mile marathon. Who can run a, oh, what's a 12? What's a mile? Isn't that 26 miles or 24 miles? A marathon is a long-ass way. Zulu Lion said marijuana and one a day's vitamins. That's all you need. Yeah, I gotta get a one a day vitamin too. Oh my God, I'm on my vitamins now. I gotta get on my vitamins. I was starting to feel haggard, bro. Haggard and old. And you guys got to make sure you guys go to the doctors, bro. So anyway, dog, let me tell you something. I don't believe the ticket sales for Shakur Stevenson. I do not believe the ticket sales for Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, because the way that the tickets are laid out in the arena are not natural. There's whole gigantic clumps available in the middle, and all the ones on the floor are gone. Dog, you guys are playing with those ticket sales, man. You guys are doing that. You guys are doing that whoop-de-whoop you guys like to do with those ticket sales, dog. Y'all doing that whoop-de-whoop. Y'all are doing that turkey a la sheep fake shit with those tickets, okay? So now that we have 25, it's been 25 minutes. We got 227 people in the building. Please hit the like button if you wouldn't mind. I would greatly appreciate it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Hey, dog. Have all those elements, and the mushroom is basically natural testosterone. You simply can't lose going natural. Yay, man. Look, I'm focusing. I'm focusing on my health, man. Only thing I got is I sip a little too much. But I did make sure that I never sip whiskey anymore. I stopped sipping whiskey. I only drink vodka with soda. So, you know, it hydrates and it's 10 times distilled. So it'll kill you a lot. It kills you slower. It tastes like antiseptic, actually. I be thinking, I'm like, how the shit can this shit be bad for me? All it is water and wheat. It doesn't work like that. You don't sell all of a sudden when you haven't been selling. Oh, no. It's not. There's a ticket person that said the shit didn't look natural. There's a guy that they said this is the same thing. 2 Cent boxing tickets on Twitter said, look, bro, they were like, look, this is the same thing that you always see with turkey a la chic ticket sales. It's not natural patterns. Because again, there ain't no fucking turkey a la chic. It's a bunch of people using money to buy these tickets up and then try to resell them at a profit in the secondary ticket market. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys weren't using this investment money to literally buy the tickets while you claim that it's a marketing fee. You guys are just wasting money. Wasting and stealing money. And in the year 2026, bro, you dudes are going to jail. Okay? like I'm serious, bro. The one thing that makes me happy every day is knowing that you dudes are getting indicted. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I just love sitting here watching. Like I'm just going to sit here and watch you guys next year. Watch how many people disappear. Watch mysterious car crashes, mysterious diagnoses. All kind of drama is going to be going on in 2026, bro. I'm telling you, dog, because you think you greedy, thieving, lion-ass people are going to continue to do this? Nah, not going to happen, bro. That's greedy. I'm telling you, man, that's what they do. That's what they do. They take all the tickets off at face value, and then they try to sell them in secondary ticket markets. They're not using their own money to buy the tickets. They're using somebody else's money to buy the tickets. So basically, it's just another little scheme. It's the same scheme, okay? It's the same scheme I've been telling you about. They're just buying the tickets with other people's money, then trying to resell it at a higher rate on the secondary ticket market. That's what you're doing. And every ticket they sell is 100% profit because it wasn't ever their money to begin with. Like, seriously, bro, the game is so obvious at this point. You don't sell out an arena like that where you have the whole middle section, only the middle section available. What sense does it make that the entire floor is going to sell out before the rings up above? That doesn't work like that. The tickets are usually more expensive closer to the floor. So why are all the floor tickets gone? You know what I mean? But the ones up there are available. Stop the shit. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm just going to enjoy the year 2026 of watching you guys get busted for this very obvious scam that you guys are running right in people's faces. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Shakur Stevenson cannot sell out in Madison Square Garden. You guys can get all your guys. Him and Teofimo Lopez are not in demand like that. No, they're not. They wouldn't break the record at the Barclays Center. But magically, that's what I'm telling you about these New Jersey dudes, bro. New Jersey, like New Jersey and Hollywood. New York, New Jersey area is so much like Hollywood. Like you guys just think you can just put anything up on the internet, people are going to believe it. You can say any story in an interview, people are going to believe it. You're going to act like you're not getting paid while you're going around interviewing people at every single solitary fight, have setups and networks all around there. But man, y'all just organic. I'm telling you, man, y'all look, bro, the longer that the internet is around, the more easy it's going to get to be to tell the difference between lies and truth on the internet. Mankind, believe it or not, will absolutely positively catch up with the technology. Absolutely. And you're going to be caught naked out there because you thought you had everything hidden. Because, you know, it's the internet generation. It started in the 2000s, right? All of a sudden, you know, really it started in the 80s. And then it moved into the 90s and then, you know, 2000s and things. Technology keeps getting more and more advanced at light, you know, at light speed. So we're now on this electric internet, on this internet and social media. People are trying to figure out how to monetize it, figure out how to use it. You know what I mean? And wait for it to take its full form. But as it takes its full form, people are going to adjust to all of the different ways that they've been lied to. All of the different ways that you've schemed and used, those are going to become antiquated. And when they become antiquated, that's when we come and arrest you. Because we see, oh, you're stealing money from fighters. Oh, you're blocking fights. Oh, you are actually taking the money out of the marketing budget and paying it to yourself and not letting it get down to the fighter. So you guys spent $2 billion in the last 5 years. I mean, seriously, if you pour $2 billion in a funnel, don't you think eventually people are going to start catching on? Why do you think you can afford to pay a fighter $200 million, lose $250 million on a fight? You just lost it. $250 million in the hole for sure. For sure. And don't tell me nothing about Netflix and how much Netflix is paying, because y'all been lying about how much Netflix has been paying. Because I did a little analysis on Netflix. There's no fucking way Jake Paul got $90 million for that fight. No way. No way that there's $150 million on there for that fight. No way. Do you know why that is? Because Dave Chappelle made $20 million himself. $20 million for his 4 specials. $20 million for 4 specials. Why would they give Jake Paul $90 million for one fight? Why would they spend $180 million on one fight when their comedy specials only cost $20? Why would they do it? And you had $108 million for Mike Tyson. Then it goes down to $44 million for Terrence Crawford and Canelo. Then it goes down to $33 million for Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. Why would they be paying all that money? And if they were paying all that money, why would Francis Ngannou say that he's not interested in the fight with Jake Paul? Why would Ryan Garcia say he's not interested? And why would Oscar De La Hoya turn down a fight with Jake Paul if they're getting that much money? Just a question. Why would any reasonable person spend $90 million on a boxing match when they could get 5 comedy specials with the biggest name comedians for the same money? Or why would they choose to spend that much more on a boxing match than they would on a comedy special? I just want everybody in the chat to know that I'm still cancer-free. Congratulations. And I want to say salute to Fanab for being encouraging during my time of need, and everyone else in the chat who was there for me. I'm so happy that you are cancer-free. Deborah Booker, so happy that you're cancer-free. What's going on, Andre Smith? Said morning Fanab. Facts. Thank you, sir. I mean, seriously, I just want to know how long you think you guys can lie about this money. How many times you guys going to sit there and tell people shit to their faces that don't make any sense if you just use your brain a little bit? It doesn't make sense what you're telling me. Gervonta Davis money went from 150 to 40. Okay, you guys said Gervonta was going to make $40 million fighting Jake Paul. 40. All of a sudden, Anthony Joshua made 90. So that's just the tip of the iceberg. Because when you scratch a lie, you find a thief. I'm from New Jersey, but I think Turkey would make more money pushing Boots, Gary Antoine. I think those names value Shakur as being forced by Turkey. There's so many other fighters Turkey can use. Well, Turkey don't have no money, bro. Okay, we can stop that fantasy that Turkey got all his goddamn money. That's something we can do for sure. We can stop all of that. We can stop acting like that dude got all the money in the world. That's not where the money's coming from. And this year, in 2026, bro, next year, I'm not acting like that bullshit. I'm not even going to act like that's that dude. Because it's an insult to people's intelligence. The Saudi royal prince and people connected to the Saudi royal prince in Saudi Arabia already said they're not investing in things outside of Saudi Arabia. That's what they said. But yet they still got all kind of money to dump $100 million, $200 million on the fight here. I'm sorry, but you got to leave because you're not the brightest guy in the world. Okay? You're using your head to determine what they did. Why not research deeper instead of sitting there in disbelief? Excuse me. You must not know how thinking works. You must not know how thinking works. You have to use your head to research. How much more deeply do I need to research than the public information that has been released? I have to use my brain to determine what they did based off the information that is at hand. However, let me tell you something. There are things that just cannot be true. Okay? There are things that are just not true. Netflix is not in the business of losing money. It makes no sense whatsoever, none whatsoever, that they would spend $180 million on a replacement fighter for Jake Paul. I'm sorry, that's not how rich white people behave. They like to make money. Yes, they do. They like to make money. They don't like to burn money. Also, I have researched what the PIF, the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, which is credited with spending all this money. My research in multiple articles, in multiple newspapers, in multiple countries, said that the PIF's investments are limited to events inside of Saudi Arabia. That is what they said. So that's the research. So if you, some YouTuber, tell me they've got unlimited funds and tell me that all of these hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars are coming from the PIF, but the PIF says, no, it's not. What am I supposed to believe? Am I supposed to believe the PIF that said it's not their money? Or am I supposed to believe you all who lie all the goddamn time? Ted Knockout said one of those articles was from the New York Times. I will trust their journalistic integrity over some lying Negroes on YouTube. Exactly. Look, bro, they already said they're not spending the money. Okay, so stop acting like the money's coming from there. They already said they're not spending the money. All right? And you guys always get money. This isn't the first guy. There's Daniel Kinahan. Then there's Len Blavatsky or Blavatnik, whatever his name is. And then there was Turkey Al-Sheikh. This is your third billion-dollar investor in a row. This guy loses $1 billion. Then all of a sudden, this guy comes in to lose $1 billion. Then this guy comes in to lose $1 billion. Who's next? When Turkey Al-Sheikh goes away, who's next? Okay, who's the next multi-billionaire that's just going to dump trillions of dollars on boxing? You guys are just lying on a large scale. Let's just clarify what's going on. You guys are just lying on a large scale. You guys are doing what is said to have been associated with Joseph Goebbels. The larger the lie you tell, the more people will believe it. The larger the lie you sell, the more people will believe it. So when you guys get caught with your lies, what do? You tell bigger ones. I remember when it was Daniel Kinahan's money, man. I don't care what you do or don't do. You're not going to talk to me, though. I don't care whether you take my word or don't take my word. Who gives a shit? I'm telling you what I know. You guys are liars, bro. You guys are liars. That's not the money. Let's not act like I'm not acting like that shit in 2026, bro. You're not going to wave some racial trope in my face and a bunch of fancy dudes riding camels, and you're not going to do that shit, bro. You're not going to dress this guy up, make him the figurehead, and then run all your dumb shit, bro. Ain't nobody that stupid to be Ain't nobody that stupid to be wasting all that damn money. And you lie too much. So scratch a lie, you find a thief. That is the truth. As soon as you catch somebody lying, you have found you a thief. I'm telling you, you found you a thief. The only question is, what are they stealing? That's it. Scratch a lie, find a thief. Now I'm saying, I'm sorry, that's right. KOD testimonies. Oh, that's right. Dana White and the others are up next. That's right. TKO, which is funded by Paramount's money, is up next. Now you're going to get all your money from Paramount, where they said that money was fugazi. Didn't somebody say that Paramount money was funny? That there was some funny money going through Paramount? Yes, we got to do this. Yeah. So anyway, you guys got fugazi money in the year 2026. We're going to try to shut that down. We are not even going to try to shut it down. We're going to shut that down because you already seen these slowed down. You already see these guys have slowed down. Where was all the money for the promotion for the card that actually took place in Riyadh with Monster Inoue? What happened to that big card? Where was all the big hype for the Monster Inoue card where his ass got caught playing with his gloves? I mean, playing with his hand wraps. Yeah, what happened to that one? Paramount deal was negotiated just between TKO and Paramount. No money is going to the fighters. They aren't unionized, so they have no representation in negotiations. Yeah. Yeah, dog. More than likely, they're going to be putting you people out of business, though. I heard Ness was bragging that he got an amateur fighter signed to Top Rank. So he got a paycheck, got paychecks to get fighters signed with Top Rank. That's a nice deal. I need to meet some fighters and I need to get some pay out of y'all so that I can get y'all signed with promotional companies. And I won't promote yeah, I don't want to get into that. You can't start wrapping the tape first. You can't start rapping with tape first. Oh, yeah, that's right. He went tape, gauze, tape. Like, nah, bro. Nah, dog, you can't do that here. And he landed a bunch of shots that did not hurt David Picasso after that. A bunch of shots didn't do crap to David Picasso. Nothing. They steal money and power. Yeah, I'm just saying. They not stealing mine no more, though. I am so happy. They're not stealing mine no more, though. Somebody told me that they were going to steal mine. They were going to keep stealing money. Hey, y'all want to hear a funny story? Hold on one second. I want to tell y'all a funny story. Yes, sir. Antonio Davis, what's up, man? Stacking and cheating equals exposed. Yeah, he got exposed. Monster got exposed. He been exposed, though. He can do that shit outside of Japan. They didn't let him get away with it in Saudi Arabia. But where was Turkey al-Sheikh and all of that for the Monster thing? Where was all that? Where's all the money and the investment in that? Right, man, somebody supported, bro. Thank you, bro. He says, slap a thief for telling lies. You dig? You know what it is. I walk 45 minutes a day and 45 minutes in the gym. Good for you. I walked this morning. I've been walking 45 minutes a day as of late. Yeah, T.Y. said Monster Inoue is overrated in my opinion. Look, these guys play games, bro, and they're wrapping his hands so he can get knockouts. Already, yeah. I walk 45 minutes in the morning. Today, because it was windy, I only did 20. Me and my wife did 20 minutes. Oh, anyway, funny story. I was talking shit. And I was like, look. Anyway, man, somebody went in my car and stole and took some change, a big bag of money out of my car. Yeah, they did. Somebody took a big bag of money out of my car. On what night was that? I think it was Saturday night. Or Friday night. Saturday night. Took a big bag of money out of my car. I had like a Wells Fargo bag with a bunch of $2 bills, a bunch of change, bunch of money in a bag. And somebody stole it out of my car. Guess what happened the next morning? It was in my garage. The very next morning, after I discovered it was stolen, it was back in my garage. I'm telling you, it was almost like it's hard for me to believe that the money was actually put in my garage in the place that it was at. Yep. It wound up back in my house. Yep. It wound up back in my house. So for you little fancy niggas. So just in case it was any of you, and I'm going to be off this subject very fast because I only want to talk about it for a second. So for you fancy Negroes that thought you could get cute, dog, you know what happened for that money to come back into my house. You know what happened for that money to wind up back in my house. Somebody saved themselves a whooping. Somebody saved themselves. So He said, "You losing your mind?" Yeah, I'm losing my mind, man. That's exactly, bro. I'm losing my mind, dog. That's what I was like, dog. I'm losing my mind because there's no way that I would have put that money in the garage in the place that that bag was at. Like, there's no reason for me to be over there. My wallet is over here. My phone's over here. My thing's over here. I look all over for the shit for a whole day. And then boom, there it is. The next day, sitting on a table that I know I already looked for. But you know, said maybe your wife did it looking out for you. Maybe she could have. She could have. All I'm saying is, bro, I feel, hey, dog, I'm so happy I got my money back, bro. They not going out. They not going to be able to force Shakur out on the hell no. You cannot force Shakur on the public, bro. No way. Said, I feel you, bro. I'm like, hey, yeah, maybe they did. I don't know. My mama was mad at me. My wife was mad at me. And they said, that's what you get when you don't lock your doors. When you put that bag on, you put a bag of money on the front seat. When you put a bag of money on the front seat and you don't lock the car door, that's what happens. And then the next morning, man, my shit was back. I'm like, I think my wife is getting me followed, man. I think my wife snatched that shit. Somebody snatched that shit out of my car, bro. Anyway, no way the fans are boxing. I've been not paying attention the last 2 weeks. What is that, Kurt Hurd? What are you talking about, Kurt Hurd? Oh, yeah, but Monster Inoue got straight busted, bro. Monster Inoue got straight busted. Yeah, PI, yeah, they had me. Somebody got my head, but I got my money back. And then I stuck that shit away. I ain't taking it outside no more. Somebody saw me with that bag. I don't know, man, but you know me. I be going crazy. I don't know. I'll be having all kind of delusions and shit, bro. Ortiz looked like he not interested in the fight. Who's Ortiz? What do you mean? Virgil Ortiz? Look, bro, they ain't got the money. Dog, you're going to see these guys starting to have problems making these fights, bro. They don't have the money. These guys are already used to these gigantic paydays coming from over there. They don't have the money, bro. You're going to see a lot of people get upset and a lot of fights not getting made when these guys got to actually pay these guys money. And that money, oh, thank you, Kurt Hurd. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that support, man. By the way, Merry Christmas to everybody. Oh, my phone is off. Shit. My phone's out of power. Hold on, man. Let me get it on the cat. Let me get it on the I think I'm on Martin, right? Think so. Think so. Hey, man, thank you so much for the $10 holler, bro. Thank you so much for the 10. I can't say the name. I'm not going to say the name, but thank you so much, bro, for the $10 holler. And what's up, Dean, by any means, bro? I ain't seen Dean by any means in a minute. And my guy, Dean by any means. And my guy, Dean by any means, with the $5 holler said, hey, my guy, hope all is well. Yes, it is, Dean. What up, Dean? And Kurt Hurd, for the happy holidays, said happy holidays towards the positive fun in 2026. Yeah, I'm going to have fun, bro, in 2026, bro. I'm going to have fun in 2026. I'm not believing you, Turkey Al-Sheikh. I don't believe you, bro. I don't believe you. I'm just telling you, bro, you guys are not going to be able to sell me Turkey Al-Sheikh, dog. You're not going to be able to hide the reorganization of boxing, a corrupt reorganization of boxing, behind some foreign entity that's really not responsible for it, okay? You guys are trying to do it right in front of everybody's face, but use some sleight of hand and have it be and put a Wizard of Oz character in front of yourself, okay? This Wizard of Oz character, this Aladdin with his magic money, I don't believe that shit. Move out the way. Get out of here, Turkey. It ain't your money. All you are is a front man and a YouTube content creator. That's what I'm going to treat Turkey Al-Sheikh as. And all you guys that tried to, man, you know, it really made it click for me. Like, why did they were so insistent on everybody calling Turkey Al-Sheikh his excellency? This guy, this tether, fake ass dude, Claymore Rain, was on my channel trying to get me to call this man Your Excellency. You have to call him Your Excellency. Call him Your Excellency. Dude, that is a con job. That's a con job. You're trying to make me put this man above myself by calling him and referring him as Your Excellency. No, I'm not. I'm going to call his ass Turkey. He's a YouTuber. Jameson Childress, thank you, brother. He said there are fighters who the media tells the fans they should watch, and there are fighters who the fans tell the media they want to watch. Exactly. And we don't even have to tell the media. We just watch them, pay the money, and we should be good. Big homie 360 said, just a little color, bro. Thank you, bro, for that little color. That's a lot of little color, bro, that y'all have supported the channel with, man. Said, I would never call another man Your Excellency. Dude, look, they wanted me, that fake ass dude, Claymore fake, right? Claymore the fake. Ray the fake. Out here telling me I need to call this man Your Excellency. I'm a black man in America, and I'm being told that I need to look up to Turkey al-Sheikh because of what? He's a middle manager. He's a middle manager in Saudi Arabian government, and I've never, ever seen a picture of him with Mohammed bin Salman. Every time Mohammed bin Salman walking around, I see a whole bunch of people that are not Turkey al-Sheikh. Seriously. Every time I see Turkey al-Sheikh, he's around somebody not named Mohammed bin Salman. I ain't never seen Mohammed bin Salman at a fight. Not one time. Have you seen Mohammed bin Salman at a fight? Do you know where you see Mohammed bin Salman? Who has a picture of Mohammed bin Salman at an event? Dave Chappelle has a picture of Mohammed bin Salman at a comedy special that he did in Saudi Arabia. But yet you guys can't show me one picture of Mohammed bin Salman in a boxing match. I wonder why that is. I wonder why Dave Chappelle can be there, cracking jokes, say all kind of shit. And he got paid. Guess how much he got paid? Dave Chappelle said he got paid $6 million. Listen to me here. Dave Chappelle said he was paid $6 million to do a comedy special for the Prince of Saudi Arabia. But you're telling me he's paying hundreds of millions of dollars to boxers, but he doesn't even go to the event? Why would Turkey al-Sheikh be paying more money for people to box in front of Turkey al-Sheikh than Mohammed bin Salman is paying Dave Chappelle to perform in front of him? $6 million. But you say he's getting, you said that fucking Tyson Fury's getting $100 million. But Dave Chappelle's only getting $6 million. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. When the real information comes out of Saudi Arabia, it makes it look like what you're saying is fake. Because there's no reason in the world that Tyson Fury would get paid more money, $100 million, while Dave Chappelle is getting paid $6 million. How? Just like Dave Chappelle got $60 million for 4 specials, but you think Jake Paul got $90 for 1. Dog, that's wasting money. They had a concert for a fight. It's Kinahan's money, Martin. That ain't Kinahan's, Martin. Yeah, it is. It is. It's kin. Yeah, it's a hand of a kin. Yeah, it is. It's a hand of some kin. It's some kin folks' money. Kinahan, hand of kin. Ken's got his hands on the money. I wouldn't doubt it. Ken's got his hands on the money. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that shit doesn't add up at all, bro. Exactly. So now a dude that fights on undercards is a bigger draw than Tank. All right, yeah. No, I'm just seriously, man. It doesn't make any the numbers that you guys say with your fake asses. First of all, you guys are fakes. Let's just be real. You guys are being told what to say. Yes, you are. You're being told what arguments to make. That's what you're being told. You are up here trying to convince a group of black people to bow their head down and praise Turkey Al, His Excellency, Turkey Al-Sheikh, please save me. He's going to save boxing. The Wizard of Oz is going to save, the wizard will save Oz. The wizard will save Oz. Meanwhile, it was the Munchkins all along. They thought that there was a Wizard of Oz the whole time. There was nothing but a bunch of Munchkins. Munchkins hiding from some witches. All there was a bunch of fucking Munchkins. And New Jersey is Munchkin land, bro. And New Jersey is Munchkin land, bro. And New Jersey is Munchkin land. Bro, let me tell you, they got more con jobs coming out of fucking New Jersey than anywhere else. They got Rick Glazier coming up out of Jersey, Claymore coming up out of Jersey, Ray Davis coming out of Jersey, Shakur shit coming out of Jersey, Fahim Sator's ass coming out of Jersey. And let me talk about you. Hey, Fahim, what happened, Fahim? Fahim Sator, bro, I know you listening, bro. I know you listening, Fahim. What was all that big bump shit you was talking when I didn't get mad at Gervonta fighting Jake Paul, bro? You want to lose your fucking mind over that shit, dog. You just every once in a while, you know what it is, bro. You know what it is, dog. Then I didn't get no apology when the fight didn't go through, bro. Hey, man, I'm telling you, Jersey is just shady, bro. Man, let me tell you what Zaquan Moses did to me, bro. Zaquan Moses called me like 4 fucking times, bro, and canceled out. First of all, Zaquan Moses calls me and asks me if he can come on my show. The nigga ghosts me like 3 times just to get me on the phone with him. Ghosts me like 3 times just to get on the phone with him. Little shady nigga, bro. Little shady, untrustworthy ass nigga, bro. Little shady ass. New Jersey dudes, you just move funny, bro. Least we know 6 million is more realistic than 50 to 100 million without seeing Ben at any fights, even the ones that took place in Saudi. Exactly. Bro, if you go to the Dave Chappelle special, the last Dave Chappelle, yeah, his cousin, yeah, that little shady nigga, man. That little shady, disrespectful nigga, Zaquan Moses. Like, man, dude, why are you wasting my time, bro? I didn't ask you to come on my show. You asked me. Yeah, I'm talking about that little raggedy nigga, man. That nigga wasted my time like 3 days in a row, bro. I had like even put on my show that he was going to come on. The nigga just no show. Like it's a fucking joke. Like this nigga is like the nigga bidding on whether he's going to come on the show or not. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I talked to Fanon. I'm going to come on the show. Please, Zaquan, don't go on his show. Nah, I'm going to go on the show. I'll go on the show tomorrow. Man, what the fuck game were you playing, Zaquan? Well, I'm seriously, bro. I'm in 2026, bro. I'm going to figure out what game you played with that bullshit, Zaquan. I'm going to figure out what that bullshit that you paid on me was, Zaquan. I don't appreciate that, dog. I know you was on some cornball shit because niggas is always on cornball shit around me, bro. They always trying to get off. They no pause, but they always trying to get put on, bro. They always trying to get put on in slick ways, bro. You took the chance, a little slickster. Little slickster. Didn't you get signed by Top Rank or some shit after that? Didn't you get signed after that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, anyways, Zaquan. Don't think I forgot about your little ass nigga. Okay? You definitely in the fugazi ass niggas out there in New Jersey crowd. All right. He got signed after that shit. Hey, just like the rest of these niggas. He got signed right after he did that horse shit. The same way Shakur got signed by Matchroom right after he did horse shit. Same way Ray Same fucking way Ray Davis and fucking Claymore got signed right after they did that horse shit. It's your PR, niggas. You guys get put on with your little PR, bro. Say that pause took me out. Hell yeah. You think Jay Prince trying to keep Shakur in the spotlight with signing Keyshawn? That makes sense. Shout out to Jay Prince, bro. Jay Prince is a man that got sense, bro. I got a feeling Keyshawn going to leave Top Rank. Hey, man, Top Rank. Look, I want to speak high. Hey, shout out to 2 Cent. I want to speak very highly of Top Rank. I wish the best for Top Rank. I really hope that they continue to put on fights. They've been putting their fighters on a lot of cards. I don't see these guys getting a TV deal though. You know, but look, man, they also didn't take that money. Did Kang get signed? Hey, bro, I don't know if Kang got signed, bro. I think he did get signed. He just, you know, nah, bro. I think that dude is behind a lot of shit, bro. Dog, I got some random Arabic dude bugging me all the fucking time. Dog, let me tell you something, bro. I don't believe T. Orlando. You know I don't believe in coincidences. I had a bunch of drama from a fucking one of them. I don't want to. Basically, the dude was. Well, I'm going to show you his fucking picture. A dude will look like this. Dog. Hey, dog. This nigga like, dog, this nigga look like he an Arabic gangbanger right there. Tell me that is not an Arabic gangbanger right there, bro. This nigga got a short hair swoop over his fucking eye. He got a little fucking he got a cut right there, bro. He got a little gangbanging nigga right there, bro. Thought he was slick, nigga. That's this right here, dog. This dude right there, bro. That dude, they're zesty ring card boys. I believe that this is the originator of the ring card boy. Right here, dog. This is the reason we got ring card boys. This nigga right here. Dog, this dude right here, dog. This dude right here. This is Turki Al-Sheikh, I'm telling you. This is the clown behind the Arabic connection to Turki Al-Sheikh. I am guaranteeing you it. You know why? Because he's close to me. Because he's the only dude of that crew that has ever actually spoken to me and showed his face. This little dude right here, this little clown came around every day with 5 million different avatars, would never stop until I said, what? Till I said, hey, man, what about them Yemen slaves? Once I started bringing up Yemen slaves, oh, that dude wanted to get out of there. Hey, y'all, hey, dog, you know how I got rid of this dude? I started bringing up Arabic slavery. When I started saying I don't support Arabic slavery, yes, I know. He's safe. Noah Green said, Fanon, have you heard anything about Anthony Joshua in an accident? Yes, there were 2 people that were deceased. Yeah, I hit him with the Yemen slaves. I was like, look, Mr. Royalty. Dog, look, dude, look at all that gangbanging shit he doing, bro. That is some Arabic gangbanger right there. That's some soft-ass Arabic gangbanger right there. Why he got his shit swooped over his eye like that? Why this nigga got a part right there like this? In anybody like that in the United States, bro, you thinking this dude's riding with a set. So who in the Arabic world has a little part right here? And who would wear a bang over the top of their eye, bro? That is Turki. That's the real Turki Al-Sheikh, dog. I'm telling you. That's the real Turki Al-Sheikh. That's the slick dude from Arabia. Him. Not none of these people they put on camera. Him. Him. That's why he's so obsessed with boxing, bro. And that's why he hates Gervonta. Look, bro, everybody this dude hated wound up having a lot of problems, bro. Every time. Everybody that he hated wound up having a lot of problems, bro. From Gervonta to Deontay to Errol, and he used to come by and brag and rev his car like he got a big car. Look, bro, that picture tells man, that picture's worth 1,000 words right about now, little man. Especially since your ass know you on a watch list. Since you know you on a watch list, anybody with a haircut like this is definitely on a watch list. Your ass is on a watch list, bro. And I got your picture looking right here, bro. I never took it away either. Just so you know, bro, I always wanted to remember what you look like because you had to show me your face at some point in time. You had to. Hell yeah, that dude on a watch list like a mug with his shit cut like that. Come on, man. Black people get followed around. If you wear too much bright red, they'll fucking investigate your ass. Man, that dude. Man, hey, blue blood. Hey, blue blood. Hey, blue blood. Hey, blue blood, that money looking funny, ain't it? Hey, blue blood, that money looking real funny, ain't it? Hey, I just want to let you know, hey, bro, that money looking real funny, ain't it? Note to self, don't spend too much more money. Hey, note to self, don't spend too much more money. Note to self, this hurts. Note to self, this hurts. Yeah, it does. Anybody that wants to take a screenshot of this picture should take a screenshot of this picture. This particular individual in this picture right here is without a doubt responsible for a lot of bullshit going on in the world. Yeah, he is. Because this guy right here thought that he was some big time thug. Yeah, he did. He thought he was big, mister. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He thought he was a big time thug. Look at his hair, man. Look at the guy. He got the crew cut. He got the slice like a knife. He got the knife slice. He got the swirl of God. He got the swirl of God coming down like wisdom from above. You know, I can recognize little things, little patterns, bro. You look about my color too, ain't you? You look about my color, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. How you feeling these days, Gary? King? How you feeling, bro? How your money looking, dog? Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this dude used to come by the channel all the time, bro. You know who he is. He know who he is. Hey, said, that hair work looks 52 shades of A, dog. All of a sudden, you're a clown, bro. You're a clown, bro. You're a clown, bro. Yeah, I'm a clown, bro. I'm a clown, all right. I'm a clown that just pulled your card. That's what I am. I'm a clown that just pulled your card. I still got your picture, buddy. I still got your picture, bro. Look, man. He said, bro, look like a lesbian. Bro, look like a lesbian. Yeah, dog. Woo, that's hilarious, man. I remember that one time where he started crying. Hey, dog, look, bro, I talked about that man so bad, dog. You remember when he used to think he was smart enough to debate me? Bro, you know what happened with King? Let me tell you what pissed off King. Just so you guys know what really, really happened. King is really mad that he's not as smart as me. King really, really, really was upset. Yeah, King was so upset that, you know, that he's not as smart as me. You know what I mean? Like, he's just not very smart. Like, he was raised to believe that he was smarter than black people. And then he would get up here and just get beat all to hell. Just beat all to hell. Mocked up, beat up, twisted up. You know what I mean? Even when he would say things like, He wanted to brag that he spoke 2 languages and I only spoke 1 language. And I used to correct him on his English all the time and let him know, bro, you don't speak English very well. You don't understand English as well as I understand English. It's clearly your second language. And I used to make him mad like that. Was it Bud or Spence that went off on? I don't remember. Probably both. I think both did at different times. Bro, you're the psych ward. Yeah, I know, but look, man, you can keep calling me Falan being delusional, bro. It's not going to work, little man. It's not going to work because you have to keep talking to me, Blue Blood. All of you little Blue Blood crow. What up, Noob? All of you little bitches have to keep talking to me. If I was delusional, you little bitches wouldn't be talking to me. Y'all wouldn't be talking to me. You little bitches wouldn't be talking to me. You wouldn't be keep making up content to come, making up names to keep talking to me. You have to be subscribed to the channel, comment. So, dog, you know you like it. You just know at the level that we're talking about this, bro. You know the level we're talking at. You thought you could continue to hide everything and I wouldn't talk at this level. No, bro, I'm going to talk at the level that I'm talking at. Bro, you got nothing. You better get your hand out this goddamn money. It's not your money, you fake. It's not your money. And you guys have been running a little fucking con job. And you're busted. That's why you got Ricos on your ass. You know, that's why they all snitching. Black Americans are proficient in 2 languages out of the womb. These black people don't know what the hell they talking about, what they think Ebonics is. Let me tell you something, man. Black people speak like 5 different languages. We speak body language. Nobody speaks body language better than black people speak body language. We know what you on without your ass saying a fucking word. I'm telling you, man, you know what black people are also really good at? Beating the shit out of you little niggas. We're also really good at beating the shit out you. I'm going to tell you, the number one thing that black men are great at, like better than anybody out, is beating the shit out of you. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Let's be real about what we really good at. We really good at breeding with your women and beating the shit out of you. I'm telling you. That's why you hate us. Let me talk to you, King. Let me talk to you, King. I'm going to be on here for about 15 more minutes. Let me talk to you, King. What you're really mad is because we really good at breeding with your women and beating you up. You don't like that. I know you don't like that. I know you don't like big-ass Shaq slapping you upside the head. Bah! And then making 12 babies with your girl. I know you don't like that. Let's speak the truth to power. Y'all don't like that. That's why you mad at Gervonta, mad at Deontay, mad at Earl, mad all the time. Especially you little niggas that want to put us in slavery all the time. Let's be real. That's what you don't like. I'm talking to you, King. I'm talking to you. That's what you don't like. That's what you don't like. We ain't got to do nothing else about anything other than that right there. You don't like that. In boxing, you hate it. That's why you want to submit. That's why you always want to screw over black fighters. Because you don't like the fact that they'll whoop your ass. And yes, they will. Yes, they will whoop your ass. When you bring your little British niggas over here, we whoop their asses. When you bring your Mexicans over here, the Mexicans be whooping y'all asses. Like, man, y'all shouldn't even be talking to us because the Mexicans be whooping y'all like you going out of style. Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even think y'all would have anything to say about black fighters the way that the Mexicans be whooping y'all. Like, God dog, I wouldn't say shit. I wouldn't say a damn thing. You niggas suck. I mean, the Mexicans be mopping the shit out you. Just torturing you. So you know damn well you don't want a lot of black fighters. You know damn well you don't want a lot of black fighters, bro. Hey, man, them Mexicans be dog walking all of them. Let me tell you, the only people that the Mexicans don't dog walk, really, are the Russians. And the black. They can't fuck with us. They know the deal. But they can't fuck. They can't. The only ones they really don't fuck with is the Russians, because typically speaking, the Russians are too big to be interacting with the Mexicans a lot. You know what I mean? Like Lomachenko is an exceptionally small Eastern European. You know what I mean? Most of the Eastern Europeans really start getting, you get more and more Eastern Europeans, the bigger, the heavier the weight classes, the more guys that you're going to see that are Eastern European. Kind of the same way that you're going to see most of your Mexican fighters below the weight of, say, like 160. Like, to see I mean, honestly, bro, you know, a top level light, I mean, honestly, David Benavidez is about the biggest, baddest Mexican you're going to find, really. I think like David Benavidez. Us black fighters make the sport interesting, literally. I'm just saying, man, they want to shut down black fighters, bro. Yeah, they do. But I want to make fun of you, King, because I know you listen to me still, bro. And I know that you had to go away. I know that you did because you got your ass whooped so bad. And then you went all into other kind of shit to get your shit together and see what you can do to backstab me. All that backstabbing, King. Boxer was better when EJ and Wilder was champ. Wilder got a KO Usyk. Look, I'm telling you, boxing is much better when the PBC is doing well, because they make fights with fighters that are fun fights to watch. And they're not obnoxious, and they're not trying to shove stuff down your throat, bro. Zulu Lion said, everything is better with us in it. I mean, look, bro, I have to tell you the truth, Zulu Lion. I have to tell you the truth. I am not quite like you, Zulu Lion. And I'm not quite like Ox Steel. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very Negro. Like, I got a lot of Negro in me. But I don't have all the Negro that these people really, really, really don't like. They try to it's kind of like, you know, the old saying, if you're white, you're right. If you're brown, stick around. If you're black, get back. Yeah, I've never been in the black get back category. I've always kind of been in the brown stick around category. You know what I mean? So I don't really want to put myself up there with like the Gervonta, the Deontay Wilders, the you know what I mean? Even like the savage inner city dudes. Like, you can be light skinned, but if you too city, you know what I mean? You like Mike Beasley. If Michael Beasley would have been more of a white boy, he would have got a lot more pub. But because he's just so ghetto, it wouldn't work. You know what I mean? So, you know, definitely not a coincidence. Mobs on AJ's ass after not getting with the script. Mob, definitely not a coincidence. Mob on AJ's ass after not going with the script. Dog, and breaking that dude's jaw. I'm just telling you, Zulu Line, I'm just being for real, for real. I don't want to put myself in the situation where it's like we don't have the real distinctions of the people. It's the people that are really hood. The more hood you are, You know what I mean? You can't be talking like you're from Baltimore. No. You don't have a clear, neutral dialect. You know what I mean? What do you know about B Easily? What are you talking about? Man, real spill bison came from Africa. I mean, look, bro, everything comes from the original people, which honestly I think are everywhere in the world. Everywhere. You know what I mean? We were everywhere. And then the continents parted. And then people traveled. Drugs partying in Miami effed him up and not cutting off his crew. Who was that? Oh, Michael Beasley? Oh, man, Beasley, nasty though. But Beasley he wasn't featured. And that shit can fuck you up if you're not featured, you know? But I'm just saying, Michael Beasley, man, Michael Beasley was cold, bro. Michael Beasley was, he's just so hood. Exactly. We literally everywhere. We are. And I wanted to let you know, though. Oh, by the way, man, you know, dog, I think everybody was already everywhere, then the continent split. And then we were already here. I'm American, bro. I'm not doing anything but American anymore, bro. I've changed my mind, bro. I know I'm black, but I'm saying I'm American. I'm American. This is my country. This is my continent. This is my hemisphere. I'm an American. All of that shit they tried to pull in the 90s, bro, I'm not doing that shit. They tried to sucker everybody into giving up their land and saying we from Africa. Hell no, we from right here. I'm 100% with everybody that says we are indigenous to this land. Fuck up out of here. We're indigenous to this land. This is our land. I ain't going back to Africa. I'm not African. Shout out to the Africa. No, man, dude, my daughter just went to Africa with her husband. My son-in-law is African. They don't treat her like she's African. She's a white woman in the country that she just went to. She's like, man, she's like hard pressed about it too. She was like, these people legitimately think she's white. And she's like, I'm not white, I'm black. She's like, no, you're not. Then they say, no, you're not. The Africans don't think I'm black, don't think I'm African. I ain't African. I ain't putting myself on people that don't think I'm African. They may know something that I don't know. And these people have been saying this shit for a while, bro. He said, exactamente, Noob. I'm glad you realized what they did and how they played with us, tried to trick us off our spot, but now we're coming back to fight. You taught me this. You taught me that, Phenomenal Noob. I didn't trust that shit till I started thinking about it. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. You're right, dog. Let me tell you something, man. My mother told me a story. Like, first of all, I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to do it. It's our money. It's our land. Fuck out of here. Okay? That's our money. That's our land. That's our oil. That's our coal. That's our stuff in this land. It's our stuff. Man, I got so much to show you that would mess up your head, Noop. I don't need my head messed up. Give it to me, though, Noop. Give it to me. I would love it because seriously, man, I already know my wife is definitely Native American, bro. Like, my wife, she hates when I say this, but I'm like, get the fuck out of here. My wife is Native American, without a doubt. She looks just like them. Frank said, yeah, you're clearly not black. You're obviously Filipino. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? I am very obviously black in America, bro. Fuck out of here, nigga. I'm not trying to hear that stupid shit. What do you mean? I'm not black? Bro, shut the fuck up. When I went to South Africa, I'm not black. I'm colored. That's what they call you in South Africa when you're mixed race. When you're mixed race, you're not African like Tutsi, Zulu, Igbo. If you're not one of them, you are colored, which means you are not you're not. And my wife is definitely Native American for sure. She looks just like them, like everything. And they come from the same area. And my mama too. So I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. We're native to this land and you guys miseducated us. I'm 100% okay with the fact that you stuck us in school and taught us a bunch of lies. I've been learning that stuff for a long time, bro. I've known that for a long time, that you guys lied, that school system lies to us. So the fact that the school system lies to us and you can throw everything out that they teach you, which means you can throw out that ridiculous idea that 10 million people came over here in a boat. Somebody broke the math down on me for that. They're like, that shit's impossible. How are you going to get 3 million people over on boats that carry 500 people apiece? They're like, if you'd have to have boats going over for 10,000 years to get that many people over there, considering the amount of people that died on the way over. So they're basically like, get the fuck out of here. What they did was they just brought over some Africans into New York, New Jersey, and then you tricked on them. And then after Bacon's Rebellion, and you enslaved Africans in the East Coast. That makes a lot of sense. And all the other people in the South out to the West, they were not under European domination because that was a colony. Only 13 original colonies right in that area. So absolutely, the entire place could have been completely populated. And it was nothing but a matter of extension from the East Coast to the West Coast that brought in a bunch of United States. So what you did is you had a bunch of different estates, and then New York, a bunch of fucking con jobs that they are right to this day. They still a bunch of fucking con jobs with that goddamn pyramid scheme called the stock market. And the pyramids, that's all they are, is a fucking pyramid scheme in New York, the stock market. Moving a bunch of money around here and there, then claiming that they're making way more money and all of this and all of that. When you niggas ain't got no money, you got paper, don't show no metal. And that's why y'all don't want to have anybody have no land. We get you. You invaded you invaded this continent, and we were already here. If that's what you're talking about, Phenomenal Noob, hey, bro, I understand. I completely understand. Every last one of the Spanish explorers that came over in the 1500 admitted that the first people they saw was us. Every single one. Yeah. They're all through the South Americas. Look, how do you get all those black people in Brazil? There's more black people in Brazil than there is in the United States, which means they had to bring that many people to Brazil too. Portugal, that little ass place, Portugal, is the one that, dog, look, I don't. Yeah, I know I will. Yeah, I get it. Is that, yeah, that's what you're talking about. I get it. Yeah, I can see it. Like, seriously, bro, I'm a very well-educated person. I can see that. I can see it. Just like the stock, like, I don't believe it. Like the S&P 500 is about the safest gamble that you're going to make on the stock market, but it's still gambling. Just like Las Vegas is gambling. They're all, yeah, we know what it is. I know what it is. Yeah, and they want us, and they want our legacy. They want our money. They want our trust. And once we put them out, but we ain't got to put everybody out. All we got to do is put the little caps. And you got the little caps playing the whole game, bro. They're the main one. No offense, but y'all the number one liars, bro. Like, no offense to y'all. I don't mean no offense, and I know you're listening. Y'all are the number fucking one liars through entertainment. You guys lie like rugs about history, about geography. Most of this mind fuck shit that comes around in this whole world, one world shit, comes through entertainment. And you guys lie like a rug. You created a whole mythology around what white people are and how white people lived. Remember that whole mythology you guys created about a puritanical America way back in the 1950s? Oh, you finally learned how to spell Debbie Pooh? You finally learned how to spell Debbie Pooh. You stopped spelling it with an O, Debbie Pooh. You finally put it with a U. Good job, Debbie Pooh. Good job, Debbie. Good job, Debbie Pooh. You finally corrected your spelling, Debbie Pooh. With your gump ass. You know? I ain't got no more. Hey, where you at, little nigga? Hey, I'm not going to talk too crazy. Buffalo soldiers and Union soldiers were employed to establish territory from California to Mexico, Midwest to California. They wanted to remove the history because their history doesn't add up. Yeah. And then that's what they do. They had a bunch of Hollywood movies can give people a version of the history that made them look like they are the heroes that were saving the world. That's what I was taught. It's called Manifest Destiny. There were all these heathens and savages, and they came, you know what I mean? Titan said, hey, Fanon, not everybody can handle the truth. I respect what you're doing right now. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Yeah. I mean, no, dude, I know what the truth is. I get it. They tried to sell us on that African stuff when they started getting us try to celebrate Kwanzaa. Like if you think about it backwards, like after you live through the 90s, it's easy to look back on the 90s with the eye of somebody that is an adult versus the eye of a kid. Back in like 1980, it was probably 1988. Or no, and maybe 1988 or 1990, they wanted for us to start calling ourselves African American instead of calling ourselves black. That came at the same time that guy out in California invented that totally make believe a holiday called Kwanzaa, which is what? Black Jewish. They wanted us to basically have a black Hanukkah. You know what I mean? Kwanzaa is nothing but a black holiday. It was a black Hanukkah. So they not only did try to make black people Jewish by giving us a Hanukkah celebration, they also tried to get us to shift away from being called black and to be called African American. At the same time that they were trying to give us an African word, and they also try to push the black Hebrew Israelites, a lot of that stuff, man. And and that's where you still have, no, we're the Hebrews of the Bible. Look, bro, I don't believe in the Bible as a historical context. I don't. I'm sure that they have a lot of historical, a lot of things in there that are historically accurate, but that's not what I'm looking at the Bible for. I'm not looking to put my body into the middle of Palestine. Okay? You guys are trying to convince me as Hebrew Israelites that I'm Palestinian, or not actually the Palestinians of today, but I'm the old age Palestinian. No, that is only fitting. That is basically like a black Zionist movement. So as you look at these different movements, whether they're on the right, the left, center, or what have you, they all kind of serve the same general purpose. You know what I mean? Which is to convince us that this isn't our land. No. Negro, we Native American. I'm done with that shit. And I'm black. Absolutely. Hey, DJ Moses said, how you doing, Fanon? Completely off topic, but my second daughter was born yesterday. 2 girls mean double the trouble for me. Pray, OG. Hey, man, congratulations, man. It also means twice the blessings because they can put them babies out for you. They put them grandkids out there for you. They're going to do it for you. Distance us from Cherokee and the rest of the natives here. Look, all I'm saying is I ain't trying. Look, bro, I got 1 daughter, 1 son. I feel really blessed. Phenomenal Noob said, Noob, go look up Stokely Carmichael roundtable when they were trying to change us from black to African American. He was completely compromised. Our people completely pushed back on it. Sounds just like of today. Hold on, Stokely Carmichael was saying that? Oh, man, I know Stokely Carmichael. That makes sense. I honestly have to tell you something. Stokely Carmichael's not American. Stokely Carmichael's not American. He's like Belizean or something. But, hey, man, that's unfortunate because I knew Stokely Carmichael. Kwame Ture, yep, he did. Yes, he was on that African kick. Yeah, Dr. John Henrik Clark was on that African kick too. Say, yes, I watched it last night. I was stupefied. Yeah. Stokely Carmichael spent a lot of time out there in, yeah. Nah, Stokely was, he might have been from, he spoke with an accent. I know he's Caribbean. Our people here were sounding just like us, telling him that he's not even from here. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember the Pan-African movement. I really did. I mean, look, bro, I don't have here's the thing, bro. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Look, here's the thing. I'm in America. This is where the only place I've ever seen. It is really the only place that I've ever seen. I've been to Africa. I've been to Mexico. I've been out of the country. But United States this is where I was born. This is where everybody that I'm related to was born. We go back generations and generations and generations and generations. We're from a line of people that really, only with the exception of people that are really African, did they look like Africans. And Africans and people that were native to this country absolutely can blend and mix and do these things. But now, man, you're trying to steal our money. No joke. You're trying to steal our money. You guys are all a bunch of immigrants. You're a land of immigrants. We're not immigrants. That makes a lot of sense. I swear I was dumbfounded. It was just dropped on us, completely backed by the government. I couldn't believe what I was seeing when I watched the roundtable. Yeah, it was dropped on us. I remember them dropping it specifically on me because my thing was I didn't get into the debate, but they were having college debates about whether or not you were African-American or black. And I was like, I'm black. I don't need to be called African-American. I had a problem with you calling me American because I'm like, basically on what American is representing, why should I be held responsible for that? And African-American makes us a subcontinent, makes us a secondary group. We chose our own name for ourselves, which was black. Why would we give it up? And who are the people that just asked us to give it up? They're going on college tours. I was one of the people that they were doing it, and I never liked African-American. I still don't like it. It never caught on. But again, that's because they want our money. Because if we are not indigenous to this land, then what belongs to this land belongs to the white people. But if we are indigenous to this land, then this land belongs to us, and it is what we said it was, which is a lease. It never will catch on. It didn't catch on. It never will catch on because it was top down. It was all top down. Like, I mean, serious. Nobody even goes with that shit no more. Nobody wants. To this day, we still tell them, don't call us African American. They still do it. Look, bro, I never refer to myself as an African American. The only time you're doing that shit is when you're around white people. That's all you're doing is you're telling them that you're second class to them because you're going to tell them, oh, I'm an African American. Well, what am I? You're a white guy. That's some dumb divide and conquer bullshit, bro. Yep. Hey, man, give it to me, man. I would love to see it. Seriously, bro. I'll do videos about it, talk about it. We can do it on MH Blackwell, bro. I would love to know that, to do it, man. I would love to do it, bro. I call white people from South Africa African American, and they hate it. They tell us not, and they say that is not us. Exactly. They don't want to be called African Americans. So why should we be called African Americans? Yeah, exactly. He's African. He ain't even American. He's not a U.S. citizen. Anyway, bro, like I said, it goes to stealing money. At the end of it, it goes to stealing money. Because if we are indigenous to the land, that means it's our land. And we had a truce with some invaders, and we set up a government along with some invaders, and the invaders broke the deal. They broke the deal, and they should be ejected from the land. But we don't have to eject you from the land. We'll just take what is ours. We own it, and we can live happily together. You know what I mean? But that's what it is. That's why people, and over time, everybody's going to meld and everybody's going to wind up being the same family. That's something else. In order for this colonialization to really set in, you cannot have any integration. You have to keep distinct sets of people separate from one another, which makes the whole LGBTQ movement make a lot of sense. Because then they segregated a whole group of people based off sexuality. And they are considered to be the same thing as people that are based off who are grouped based on genetics. So they have, I get how they're running the game, bro. What's crazy is we are the only group that never signed a treaty with the U.S. government. We know who we are and never folded. Nope. I love that you guys are telling me this. I love it, man. I feel empowered by it. Nope. I'm telling you, man, I think this is something that people in your age range are teaching and can teach people in my age range. Because somebody at the age of 50, not most people at the age of 56 will be able to, like, unless they've already kind of known it. And I think people probably have already known it. It also makes gangs and all of that type of stuff make a lot more sense, bro. Yeah, I think it is a renaissance. Because honestly, bro, I thought my entire life American and white. I never thought that, damn, you guys could just be lying about the whole fucking thing. Like, you guys could, I never really contemplated that till people that I trusted started sharing information that is like, nah, these people are picking up the truth, bro. This, especially with the Creole, those Creoles got an entirely different gene pool. Like, seriously, bro, those are all one group of people, bro. And they are very native to the land, bro. It's a delineation movement. Well, look, I think that, I don't get it. I'll watch it. I'll pay attention to it a lot more. I can learn with you. You know what I mean? I can learn with you. I can say that much. I can learn with you. I don't have the time to do all the research, though. I'm not going to lie. People tell you to do all this deep research, but yet they don't spend any time in contemplation. You know? Like, you've already learned. It's my personal belief that you've already learned enough in your life to discover all of these things without additional research. Because you already know the government lies to you on a very regular basis. Take, for example, 9/11. That's a complete hoax. 9/11 was a complete hoax. There's no way those buildings came down like that. The way that they said that. There's no way. They lied to you right in your face just to see it. The way they set up Bill Cosby, the way that they set up Michael Jackson, the way that they set up people, they set up all these people and they have these really big, crazy things that happen all the time right when they need them to happen. Nah, bro, you guys, I do believe they're running a game for sure. Absolutely, positively running a game. And I've seen enough to know that you're running a game. That's why I'm Creole, Louisiana Creole frat, Hoona Indian Nation by blood documented. Yes, sir. I know. Likewise, bro. Likewise, brother. You know what I'm saying? Likewise, family. Likewise, family. You know, my wife is Louisiana Creole for sure. My mother father came through Cuba and there. Yeah, I definitely know, man. And those are the people that guys say, frat, Hoona Indian Nation by blood documented. That's what's up. You know them Creoles is Indian. But it means that's why they got all the money. That's what I'm on. I want to know where it winds up with us not having nothing. Like, seriously, bro, we already know enough. We don't have anything is what they say. What is the story that they told us? That we were brought here from a jungle and brought here and civilized. We were taught to read and writing, and there was no written languages in the world before they invented a written writing, even though there's written hieroglyphics all over the fucking world. And the chances of you guys actually invented writing, slim to none. And if you did invent writing, you invented it to steal from people, is what the fuck you did. You invented writing to steal from people. If there's anything that I will definitely say about John Henry Clark is that he said anything that came out of the European mind was meant for domination of the world. That's what he said. Nothing that came out of the European mind, or everything that has come out of the European mind, was designed for world domination. So writing is designed for world domination. Your news is designed for world domination. Your entertainment is designed for world domination. Your geography, how the way that you describe and show the world, your weather patterns, your decision to pursue climate change, whether or not you believe in, rights for people to have same-sex relationships. You know what I mean? You guys got all these stupid ass games that all result in you owning everything. Yeah, it does. The only thing they invented was the patent office so they could steal. Exactly. Like, I don't believe you. You guys are very, very good at killing. Look, bro, white folk, I love white folk. This about white folk. And that's why I'll always support my white folk. They are the best at killing people. Without a doubt, nobody is a close second to them getting you off this damn planet. They will get you off the planet in hospitals. They will get you off the planet with guns. They will get you out. They will throw a fucking pandemic out there. You know what I'm saying? They will throw a motherfucking pandemic out there. Thought we were talking boxing. You are wrong. Luke Green, Rollo Green. No, we're not. We're talking world politics right now. Yeah, I know. We know. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to give a 10 count to the people that died in the car crash. Rest in peace to the people that died in the car crash. And we are so thankful that AJ is safe. AJ, watch the company you keep, man. Rest in peace. We say that way too often. It is so nice to have that counteracted by the birth of 3 babies. As some come out, some come on in. You know what I mean? Every time somebody's going out, somebody's coming right back in. It's a beautiful thing. But I will tell you that I do think that we all need to come together as a nation in the United States. We just got to get rid of the idea that we were not here. That's it. Just get rid of the lie, and there shouldn't be too many problems, man. You know what I mean? Because people can get along as long as you guys don't just want to own everything. You know what I mean? Like, if you guys would, like, you know what I mean? You're so scared. I understand why you're scared, though. You're scared like this guy is scared. This guy right here was particularly frightful. Yes, he is. Because you know why this guy is scared? Let me tell you why this guy is scared. He's scared because he knows if Black America says we don't want to buy your oil, then we don't have to buy your oil. And then you're going to be broke fucks in the middle of a desert. Let's just be real. The reason that you have a vested interest in the continued subjugation of Black Americans is so that you and your little tip-top friends can continue to play that bullshit money-spinning game that you got going on in the Middle East. You got all kind of money in oil that doesn't need to even be coming from over there. We just buy it to keep you strong. You got Israel that's there that don't even need to be there. But why do we keep it there? So we support you so that you can be safe, so you can stay strong, and the hordes do not overcome you. So you invest your money in brainwashing Americans, standing in the middle of American politics on a domestic level in every area of human activity, whether it be education, entertainment, religion, sex, war, politics. You have to be in the middle of it so that you can control how we think. Because if you can't control how we think, then we're going to take all our money and we're going to keep our money for ourselves. We're not stupid enough to believe that Saudi Arabia has any money compared to us, because you don't. You have nothing compared to what we own when it is realized that we are the owners of this land, where we don't need your oil. We don't need to sell you guns. We don't need to support your rivals. We don't need any of that. We can bunker down and be perfectly fine with what we already own. And you guys don't want us to know that truth. That's why you spend so much money, which ain't even your money. You steal our money from us and use it to brainwash us. You use our money, because you definitely stealing our money, and you give it to tethers that are not from the United States so they can pretend that they're from the United States and convince us to funnel our money to you. You cause all kind of drama, all kind of problems, and I've seen it firsthand because you know who I am. You know who I am. As I got 7 more minutes on this, you knew who I was when you showed your ass up, just like you know who I am right now. You want to convince us that we're not of this land. You have been attempting to miseducate me and my people for at least the last 56 years on this topic. For the purpose of doing what? Israel becomes more and more and more powerful. Saudi Arabia becomes more and more wealthy, and they begin to interfere in American politics more and more. So much so that you think you can cancel people. You ain't even from the United States, but you think you got enough power to run PR campaigns on people, to run their names into the mud. But you're doing what? You're using our own money to do it. It's called neo-colonialism. You take our money, create a product, sell that product back to us at ridiculous prices. But it was our raw materials to begin with. You're running a neo-colonialist, capitalistic, neo-colonialist game is what you're doing. And we figured it out. And you're not touching the money no more. That's why you ain't got no more money. That's why you don't got no more money. You thought that shit was going to go on forever and ever and ever because you've been doing it for so long. All you got to do is tell a new lie. Just change the lie a little bit. Stay up to date with where they are because now they're starting to learn. Their eyes are opening up. So let's try to direct them this way. Direct them that way. Let's have a battle between ADOS and FBA. Let's have a battle between the Pan-Africanists and the fuck out of here. I'm an American and it's our land. I have the right to this land because I'm indigenous to this land. And stop trying to con job me into leaving the country, acting like I'm African, acting like no. Smithsonian won't even talk about when they brought archaeologists to excavate the mounds in America that the skeleton remains were of Black Americans. Then they blocked people from excavating. Funny. Yeah. They also keep you from traveling that Jeep Red Boy in the building. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, that was King. Oops. Yeah, I get, look, let me tell you something. I'm not a phenomenal noob. Like I said, I've been around a long time, bro. I've been around a long time, bro. And you give me good information, I can put that good information in context and use it. This guy right here, in my personal opinion, is the real guy behind that Turkey al-Sheikh bullshit. Him. In my life experience, the people that are most influential eventually show themselves, and I've seen them all. I'm telling you. They show themselves. That's been my experience. I've met every single solitary. I've already told you the people that I met. For specific reasons, they have to show themselves. They have to have said that they had a relationship with me. They have to say that they know me. Once they say they know me, that's when they get their deal. This is the guy, the only guy that has ever talked about the subjects that Turkey al-Sheikh, Mohammed bin Salman, and those guys have said on this channel. This guy right here. And he's very, very clearly in some type of Arabic traditional haircut. That does not look to me like that is some same-sex man thing. No, that is some type of religious thing that he is doing with his whip swirled down like that and his thing sliced like that. That's a warrior's hairdo. That's a warrior's hairdo. That's a warrior's hairdo. So anyway, in the year 2026, I want to get the PBC I want the PBC to get going. Thank you so much for your support today, Phenomenal Noob. Let me see if somebody did a Cash App. I appreciate y'all for your support. Definitely. Oh, my bad. Oh, that was way back in 2011. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, man, let me get up out of here, man. It's been a lot of fun today. Very enlightening, I hope. For me, it was very enlightening. I love talking to Phenomenal Noob and absolutely Phenomenal Noob. Please give me the information that I need so that I can do the videos on the topic. I will absolutely positively do the videos on the topic. Fanon, I don't know anything. What do I think about? I don't think anything of him. I don't think anything of him. Good, bad, or indifferent. Okay, cool. That's what I need. I don't think any of them, I don't think anything of them, good, bad, or indifferent. Indifferent. Nothing good, nothing bad, nothing indifferent. I just don't think about them. You know what I mean? I do want to say shout out to McGaverick Boxing though, because McGaverick Boxing is really doing some good work. I see you out there doing your thing. She doesn't stop by the channel anymore. I chalk it up to I always chop it up to political bullshit. So, like I said, I don't have any problems with dude, but dude was clearly on some political shit. You know, dude got on some political shit. I watch you, but I wanted your opinion. And yeah, she is. Yeah, she good people. I like her. I like her. For some crazy reason, bro, that dude got super protective of her. And like, it's I was like, asked her if she was black, and he answered the question for me. She a beautiful black. I'm like, hold on, bro. I don't need you to tell me what this woman is. You know what I mean? Be good. I wasn't able to tune in for a while. I missed the real talk. Thank you. Sean Mar Pitts. Thank you, bro. Can't wait to see the MH Blackwell vids. Yeah, man, we got them coming because I'm going to do them very quick. I'm not going to do big productions because big productions just don't work for me. You know, I got to just do the video, say what I got to say, and then get the video done. You know what I mean? You know, but anyway, man, let me get up out of here, man. He said, yeah, he did. It got weird with him. Like, bro, like, nigga, don't have, like, for real, bro. Like, I'm like, weird, bro. But but you know what he did say? And this is no shout out to my guy. If you listening to me, bro, bro, I do remember when you said you could touch me. The reason why you mess with me is because I was close and you could touch me. Bro, you can't touch me. So I think that's why he copped an attitude. Because, bro, you can't touch me. I don't know what world you niggas, I don't know what world y'all think y'all living in. Like, I don't know what you think I've been doing that makes me that soft to touch. You know? Look, bro. I'm just telling you, bro, you guys can talk a lot of shit about me. You can do what you want in 2026. Well, actually, you can't talk shit about me because, bro, we will definitely find your ass. Okay? Like I said, no, you cannot touch me. Do not act like you can. That is a very bad mistake to make, bro. I'm telling you, it's a bad mistake because you're like the number 9,000 person that said they could do it, which means everything is already set in place for me to prepare for you to do it. Okay? You guys are not new, bro. People have been trying to buddy up next to me for my entire life, bro, to get put on. You've been trying to get the blessing for a long time, bro. I know you're seeking the blessing. All right? You don't hide. You're not hiding it. You're seeking the blessing. You get the blessing and then you run off. You make the most sense. He think he's look, bro, everybody think that they're super tough, bro. A lot of these guys are tough, bro. You know? A lot of guys are tough. A lot of these dudes are street dudes. A lot of these guys are guys that got bodies on them. A lot of these guys are guys that can get you done. A lot of these people really are tough guys. The world, let me tell you something, man. The United States of America is a rough place, bro. Like, seriously, man, there's thousands of people that get murdered how many people get murdered in Chicago every year? 1,000, 1,200 every year? Every year. How many people get murdered hundreds and hundreds of people get murdered in Austin every year? Like, there are real people that these people are really dangerous to a lot of people. All I'm telling you is you guys are still a bunch of peons. You're a bunch of ground level peons, and keep that bullshit on the ground. And if I walk around on the ground, do not get confused with me being on the ground. You got me? Just because you can walk by me doesn't mean you in the same room as me. You're not. Just because you see somebody doesn't mean you can do something with them. You don't. Doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean it. Just because I walk through and you don't see security around me does not mean it ain't there. Okay? Just because you see me alone doesn't mean I'm alone. at any point. So don't think just because your ass is sitting halfway across the country that a nigga can't see you. I'll see you. I don't care if you're in Serbia. Dog, I'll see you in Serbia. I'm not some little peon, bro. And I'm very happy that we are now really understanding that, look, bro, this is our land. This is our land. This is our resources. This is not your resource. I'm sorry. These are not Saudi Arabian resources. These are not British resources. These are not Venezuelan resources. These are American resources. This is for us to take care of us. And you guys got to get your hands out this money, or we're going to cut your arm off. Flat out, bro. You're going to get your hands out this money, or we're going to take you off. We're going to take your shit off at the shoulder. Okay? We're not playing. You guys keep stealing money. I don't care where it is. If I set a bag of money on my head and it's sitting there, bro, not all money's good money, bro. I'm telling you, clowns, and you learned it this weekend. I don't give a shit if I lay $1,000 down, bro. If I put that shit down and walk away, you better leave that $1,000 right there. You better let that shit blow in the fucking wind. Not all money is good money. Not all money is good money. And that's why Al Heyman and the PBC turned down that hedge fund money and said, yeah, not all money is good money. I'm telling you, y'all got cute this weekend, and I'm going to get off on this. You got cute this weekend because I said you couldn't touch me, and you had told me before you were going to keep stealing money. That's what you get. If I lay something out there, bro, I'm doing it on purpose. You got me? I'm doing it on purpose. And that big bag is right back in my house. And somebody is missing an arm. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Y'all have a wonderful day. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.